Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am showing you the details of this car. This is the new Opel Astra, the facelifted version with the new face. You can see it greets us with the lovely lighting signature. So on the front we have the new Opel visor that is now illuminated. Also the Opel Blitz is illuminated as well. So now when I lock and unlock the car, you can see how it greets us. So let me show you that from close. This is all illuminated, and of course stay tuned for the night drive. It will be so cool. The car is a proper eye catcher on the road with the beautiful lighting signature here. Now the model in our video has got the INTELLI-LUX HD the Matrix LEDs, and then the sporty look here for the bumper. You see the gloss black details and lovely blue color as well. If we take a look at it from the side, 4 meters 37.4 centimeters is the length of the car. The wheels, in this case we have the 18-inch ones, and I will show you the dimension of the tires. It's here 225 40R 18. We have the Michelin Primacy 4 tires on this particular model, diamond cut finish with the gloss black and silver finish, giving it a nice elegant look on the road. Model in the video has got the contrast black roof, which really suits it in my opinion, especially with those wheels that have gloss black details. Now the C-pillar, take a look at this design element that maybe reminds you of Opel Kadett. So that's a nice touch, and I think it's very cool to have a detail like that. From the rear, the elegant slim taillights. I will lock the car and then unlock it so that you can see how the taillights look when they are turned on. So now unlocking it. So very sleek look, and compared to the predecessor, more changes are on the front, as you saw, with the completely new look and the new grille. And here at the rear, so the well-known design, then the Opel badge, the Opel Blitz that is here also to open the tailgate itself, Astra lettering, then hybrid lettering. Model in our video has got the hybrid 145 powertrain, but more about the powertrains a bit later on. And now let's open the tailgate. So it's the manual tailgate, which you open by pushing the Opel Blitz. And here we are greeted with 422 liters up to 1,339 liters when you fold the rear seats. You have the dual floor. So this is the second floor, and then also underneath it you have additional room for maybe like tools or tire repair kit. The hooks are on both sides, and the light is on the left. Closing the tailgate, and we are now ready for the interior. When you go away from the car with the key, and then it locks, and when you approach it with the key, which I will do now, it unlocks. Here is the interior with the dual screen layout, and these very comfortable seats. I really must compliment those. You have the adjustments here, and then the manual ones to go forward, backward, and to change the incline and the height. The door panel here is where you have the ambient lighting, but more about the ambient lights during the night drive, of course. So stay tuned for that. Standard switches for the windows and the mirrors, and decent amount of room in this door pocket. You can fit quite a lot of things. Now let's see how this looks from driver's view. We are now inside the new Opel Astra. Let's immediately start it. Start button is located here, and it comes to life. There we go. And I will turn on the AC. It's turned on, so I will increase it and lower the temperature, and you see we have the physical buttons for AC, which is always nice to see. Very easy to use it, and yeah, definitely a big thumb up from me. So starting with steering wheel, it's got the physical buttons, and then this slim part here in the lower section, flat bottom, 3-spoke one with nice stitching, and yeah, overall nice feel when you put your hands behind it. There are the pedals here to change the gears, and the digital cockpit. So we have the dual 10-inch screens, and you can change the views on this digital cockpit by pressing the button. Now all those views you can configure yourself, so you can add the pages and add what you want on those pages. and also for the head-up display as well. So that's really convenient, and it's nice to have that many options when it comes to personalization, because you can do the same for the pages on this 10-inch touchscreen. Now the key functions are still on buttons, which is of course great, because as I already showed you, for example, here the air blower, you can adjust the temperature, and yeah, when you are configuring the screens here, you can also, for example, put the AC. You can use it also by pressing the screen, but I think this is the easier way to do it. Then you have also these shortcuts, and also this hidden storage compartment. That's convenient. The air vent is located below the screen, and then also look at the materials here. This is soft on touch, so very nice. And also the lovely integration, seamless integration of the air vents here on the passenger's side. The central console has got the new satin gray finish that is resistant to scratches. So instead of like gloss black, you have this gray finish that is very good, and I think, yeah, that's the way to go. This is the gear selector of the electrified 12-clutch automatic transmission. The key is here. Drive mode selector. Car has got 3 driving modes: normal, eco, and sport. You can also put the roller to hide the cup holders that are adjustable. Electronic parking brake. And I've just noticed that I haven't shown you this area. So USB-C ports, 12-volt power supply, and also the wireless charging pad, as well as additional storage area. And you can you can close this to have a nice clean design, or open it to use all those functions here. Little storage compartment, and speaking about storage, quite a lot of room underneath the central armrest that divides into 2 sections to open up. And this is your glove compartment. Now the infotainment system. So as I already mentioned, the pages that you see here, I pre-configured them out. You can do it when you go to settings, which I will show you in a moment. And then you have 2 options of clock here, and the TomTom navigation. And let's go to the city of Zagreb to show you the 3D view of the buildings. It should be here. Yeah, there we go. So this looks lovely. Now back to the home menu by pressing the button here, and we will go to settings now, because I want to show you the customization that is available. So display customization, you can customize the touchscreen. So here we have 4 pages, and on this last one, you see we don't have so many things, so we can add them. For example, like this. Basically, we are making our personal page. There we go. Now it will ask you if you want to save changes. So you will press save, and this is the additional page that you will get. Same goes for the driver's display. So you see here is where you customize what you want on the head-up display, and in the lower section what you want to see in front of you. So for example, the map view and other options as well. Let's go back. Then the screen colors, there are various colors available. Then you change the theme of the screen. Let's put the blue one. The interior colors, there are different ambient light colors available. So you see them over there. And again, during the night, it will be even better because you will be able to see them in more details, of course. Then also you have exterior and interior animations. System settings are here. Brightness can be adjusted. You can also adjust the brightness for the interior lighting and for the head-up display as well. Then vehicle settings, bunch of options. And yeah, you have adaptive lighting. We will turn that on. Vehicle access and safety. Then tire pressure setup is here. Updates. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go back with the physical button. Then additional way to change the AC. Here you have the shortcut that leads you to the AC menu, but again, no need for that because you have everything on the buttons. But yeah, it's convenient. And then also here is the shortcut for the driver assistance safety systems. You can add shortcuts, so I currently have it for some of the things. And here are the functions. So if you say, let's say you want to use this function often, then you will put it to shortcuts and it will appear in this section. So for example, speed limit change sound, you can turn it off easily, excessive speed warning, lane keeping assist, and so on. You can then customize how you want the systems to work. And let me also show you how the wipers work, because it's got a very nice elegant way to put the washer fluid. Now let's go back. And I didn't put anything here. I realized that right now we can change that and go to settings and go to display customization. So you will see that, yeah, we left this blank. So yeah, let's put like this, save. There we go. The lights here and the sun visor, hello there, with the LEDs on the sides. Same for the passenger. 2675 millimeters, that is the length of the wheelbase on this model. You see also the tinted windows for this particular example. And now we will check out the situation at the rear. So there we go. You see the smart design for the seats, means you have more room than for your knees. The storage compartment is here in the upper section of the seats. The air vents and USB-C port. And for my head, this is the amount of room that I still have left. I'm 1.87 m. When it comes to powertrains, Opel is choosing the multi-energy lineup strategy, which I think is really good because you have a lot of options. Starting with hybrid 145 that we have here. It combines the 1.2-liter 3-cylinder petrol unit developed specifically for hybrid and electrified 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, 21 kilowatt electric motor, as well as the 48-volt battery of the hybrid system. Next up is the plug-in hybrid. It combines the 1.6-liter petrol unit and electric motor, and combined system output is 196 horsepower. There is also the diesel engine available. Yes, you heard that right, diesel, 1.5-liter diesel engine producing 130 horsepower. And then fourth option is the electric version, 156 horsepower electric version with 58 kilowatt hour battery and 454 kilometers of all electric range by WLTP cycle. So write me in your comments which powertrain would be your choice for this car. Now the car lights and indicators are turned on. You can see how it looks with the beautiful illuminated Opel visor. So you see all this is illuminated, and of course the Opel Blitz as well, giving it a nice look on the road. The indicators in the upper sections. from the side. This was always very cool, the nice integration of the LED indicators on the wing mirrors. And from the rear I also turned on the fog light. You can see it here in the middle. Alright guys, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. We are going on a point of view test drive, and also stay tuned for the night drive as well. See you on the next video. Tell me in the comments how do you like the car. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.